Are you hungry? Because if so, you're in the right place. Today we're making Polpo with a Kimchi Espuma or foam.
Give me something good.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Görgött. As you heard, it's seafood, and it's kind of a starter, I would say. We're going to grill the nice Pulpo. We're going to serve it with a nice Kimchi Espuma, kimchi foam, which is really flavorful, and we're going to top it with some stuff. But let's have a look at what we have on the board. But before that, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, please do me the huge favor and hit that subscribe button. Check the bell icon so that you get a notification every Tuesday when a new episode comes out. But now let's have a look at the board. There's not much on there today. We have a beautiful octopus, or Polpo. We have some Furikake. If you want me to show you how I do this Furikake, which is kind of a new version, I made a Furikake recipe a year back, I think, but this is a lot better. So if you're interested in that, leave a comment below. And we have our kimchi foam. I will show you first how we did the kimchi foam that's in here. And I'll put this back in the water bath to keep it warm. So these are the ingredients we need for our Kimchi Espuma or kimchi foam. We have 60 grams of egg yolk, 80 grams of whole egg, that's a yolk and white. We have 35 grams of kimchi, 20 grams of rice vinegar, probably 4 grams of salt. We have 30 grams of miso paste, it's the red miso. And we have around 180 grams of a neutral oil. In my case, it's grapeseed oil. And we have 20 grams of Xanthan base. And Xanthan is basically a stabilizer. This is what it looks like when you buy it in the store, and you just mix that with water according to whatever it says here, and that's your Xanthan base. And now we're basically making all of this into mayonnaise. So we just pop everything except the oil into a container where you can put an electric mixer into it. We'll double check with the salt content afterwards, as well as the Xanthan base. And we get our mixer out, and we start by mixing this first, and then we'll add gradually the oil to it. And you want to mix this until you're sure that the kimchi is kind of disintegrated into it and become liquid. Now we're going to add the oil, but I'm going to add this to a different container because you can see it's really full. So I'll add it into something we can pour out of easier. And there we go. So like with any mayonnaise, just gradually at the beginning, quite slowly, and then quicker. And we're going to need everything. There we are. We'll give this a quick try just to see from kind of salt content where we are. Perfect. Now what you could do, if you want this a bit redder, we could add a bit of chili paste. Will this stand by itself? And I think we'll do that just for the color. A bit of Gochujang, like a teaspoon. A bit messy. Let's mix that in. And you see it's a bit more reddish in color, a bit of deeper red. Get rid of this. The last thing we need to do is just to pour this over into a chiffon. I've had hot water into this to kind of pre-warm it, and then we're going to put it in a hot water bath after to keep it warm. Obviously this has eggs in it, so you don't want it too hot. There we go. Just put the lid on that. Then you can put that in a hot water bath. And that's our kimchi foam, or Kimchi Espuma. As you saw, it's not difficult. You need some special ingredients like Xanthan, but you can get that in most grocery stores nowadays. The first thing we need to do here, well, obviously I'm grilling it. So if you're grilling it as well, start your grill, but you can also do it in a frying pan. So get that done. And then we need to kind of clean up the tentacle. So we start with that. I mean, clean up is not really the right word. But, and you don't have to do this, but I like to take off. It's kind of a, yeah, you can call it slimy part, fatty part, whatever you want to call it. And that's the part I'm taking off, at least at the thicker part of the tentacle. You can eat this for sure, it's just my wife doesn't appreciate it very much, so that's why I always cut it off. And these are obviously, they're pre-boiled. I think most places you can buy them pre-boiled. Otherwise, obviously, you need to boil them yourself first. Normally it's done in some salt water with bay leaves. Maybe we do that once on the channel. I haven't done that yet, I think. So I kind of like it just boiled as well. So this is basically the tentacle we'll grill. We're going to put some oil on it. Going to set the grill up, and then we'll start grilling. So our grill is hot. We'll put it on there. And we'll leave it here to grill. I'll see when it's time to turn it. Time to give these a turn. And then we'll finish them off here, and then we'll put them on the cutting board and cut them up. So I'll see you once they're done, and we're cutting them up on the cutting board. So let's cut this one up. I just want to kind of cut it up into more or less bite-sized slices. I think we're okay like that. And I will put these onto a plate. See if we can get them more or less around the plate. Like so. Now for the chiffon, we just need to get some CO2 in there. And then shake it really well. And we need our furikake. But before we finish this plate off, if you stuck with me this far, it must have been something you enjoyed about this episode. So do me the huge favor and hit that thumbs up button. It's just down there, takes you a second, but it's so valuable to me. So please do me that favor. Now I'm going to try this in the sink first. It works. There we go. And to finish it off, a little bit of our furikake. And that's our dish. Simple. So as you can see, the Xanthan does the job, but it still flows out a bit. And obviously I photographed it in between, so that's why it's not as high as before. But it's still nice and airy. This is so good. It has the sourness and the spiciness of the kimchi. But it's not overpowering in any way. It has the charcoal flavor from the grill. This is really good. I enjoy this a lot. And it's not that difficult to make, as you could see. It takes a bit of time. Obviously you need to get the grill going, but you can also do it in the frying pan, and it's a lot quicker. But that's pretty much it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I always answer them. And as I said at the beginning, if you want the furikake recipe, let me know. I might make a short video on that. It goes really fast. There's 6 ingredients and that's it. And all of them are pretty much pre-bought. You just need to mix it up. But that's it for me. That's it for me for today, for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care until next time. Bye-bye.